It's my intro. Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk About Dad's Sports Podcast. Your father and son break down the latest happenings in sports. I'm Cillian, and with my co-host,
Dad.
We are ready to talk about a new week of sports. It's episode 45.
45. We did it. We made it. Pretty cool, huh? Where can people send us an email?
Let's talk sports, cjpg@gmail.com. Okay.
All right. Be sure to like and subscribe us on all of your podcast listening apps of choice.
Amazon Music, Apple TV, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we're on YouTube.
That's right. We're on YouTube.
Hope we're not echoing.
All right, Cillian. How was your week this week?
It was good.
Yeah?
I was actually announcing the race for the today. It was called the World Run.
Okay.
And so there was a front, half was men's, half was women's. So we came through. So when I saw, there were 3 women, were all right next to each other.
Right.
Going the same way as the men were. So it's the B. It's the BA and the AA and the AB.
Okay.
So AB is the front group.
Mm-hmm.
AB is the back group.
Okay. That's cool. What did we do last weekend?
We went golfing.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good. I had a 2-putt bogey on the last hole.
Nice.
I guess because you had the birdie, I think you beat me.
Oh, yeah. It was still a lot of fun, though.
Yeah.
Even though we got rained down a little bit here and there.
Yeah. And then your tee shot, was it on the 7th hole?
The 7th hole?
Yeah, it was the 17th hole.
Yeah.
You shot a tee shot. It just rolled across the cart path, hit the tree branch, rolled across the cart path, and then fell. That was maybe your worst tee shot of the day.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But we still had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but you found that golf ball in the woods.
I did find a golf ball in the woods, yeah. And you were getting all sorts of cheers from the people on the golf course for your tee shots, weren't you?
Yeah, my best tee shots was on 17 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
Are we echoing?
I don't know. We're just going to roll with it.
So...
But yeah, you had some really good shots. Yeah, did you have fun?
Yeah, the fairway, I actually chipped it up by the fringe, and I hit it from the fringe.
Yeah.
Across the sand.
There was that one where you hit out of the sand, and then you hit the next shot, and it hit the pin, and almost was a chip in.
It was almost a chip in from the sand trap.
That was awesome.
I tried to keep it nice and up so I could have a chip in.
Nice
but
little
it didn't
splash shot.
work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well.
And my first splash shot, I hit it. Boom.
Yeah.
It hit the wall of the sand trap.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We both actually went in the sand trap.
We did.
You went on the first sand trap. It was on the other side of the green. And then I was in the other side of the green.
Yep.
So I was on the right side. I was on the left side. You were on the right side.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we were on the beach, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a great time. Well, you ready to get into the sports?
Yeah.
All right,
let's
let's do it. First up, a review of the St. Jude Championship. Scotty Scheffler came out on top in dominant fashion. He started the day, the final day, atop the leaderboard, entering the fourth round at 13 under, headlined by a course-tying 61 on Friday. Sung-Jae Im and Sam Burns trailed him by just 2 shots at the start of the round, but Scheffler pulled away in a major way. He ended Sunday 8 strokes ahead of the pack, the largest margin of victory on tour this season, to capture his 21st PGA Tour victory. So Scotty with the big win at St. Jude. Rory had a tough weekend.
Where'd he sit?
He was like 60-something. He was towards the bottom. But he's got this weekend, they've got the BMW Classic, the second round of the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Is Rory in that?
Rory will be in that.
I need Rory to win that.
Yep, as he comes in. The top 50 players have made it to the BMW Championship, and it was highly competitive.
Dark there.
Well, because Scotty Scheffler won it last year, and he won it towards the end of the day last year. That's why the picture looks dark. So he's the defending champion, and he'll be looking to hopefully defend his title.
Is that him?
I think so, yeah. Sung-Jae Im surged from 53rd to 40th to save his postseason. Matt McCarty narrowly clinched the 50th and final spot by just 7 points. Eliminated from the playoffs was Jordan Spieth, who finished 52nd. Missing the top 50 cut for the third straight year. Other players eliminated were Keith Mitchell, Brian Harmon, and Max Homa. As I mentioned, Rory McIlroy finished a disappointing 66th at St. Jude and noted he felt lost with his game heading into the BMW Championship, so hopefully he can find his game. The players are competing. The winner will win $3.6 million, and the top 30 will advance to the season-ending Tour Championship in Atlanta, Georgia. So
I need Rory to get get to the championship in Georgia.
Yep, Hideki Matsuyama is going to start his tournament at 11:38. He's playing with Akshay Bhatia. Rory McIlroy starts his tournament at 1:20 Eastern Time with Xander Schauffele. And let's see, Scheffler starts at 2:33 with Matt Fitzpatrick. Top 50 players all looking to get into the top 30 so they can win the Tour Championship. Cillian, who do you think is going to win the BMW Championship?
Rory McIlroy.
Rory. All right.
Maybe I'll put Hideki in second.
Hideki in second. I like that.
Yeah, because they're two of my
He's
favorite
been playing
players.
really well. He's been playing good golf. Let's see. Who do I think is going to have a good tournament?
Better not be Scott
I think
Scheffler.
Victor Hovland. I'm gonna be rooting for Victor this weekend.
Yeah. Just for one round.
Yeah, just for one round.
And then you'll be...
And then maybe JJ Spawn.
And then next round,
like him.
and then the third round, you'll all be all with me.
Totally. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, baby.
All right, so that tournament starts tomorrow. We're recording on Wednesday night. The tournament starts on Thursday, August 20th. Yeah, maybe. All right, ready for the next?
Yeah.
Next up, Australian Footy League. The Geelong Cats go 2-0 against the North Melbourne Kangaroos, winning 125 to 110. Geelong is one step closer to a top 4 finish, hauling in a 39-point deficit. They were down by 39 points to beat North Melbourne by 15 points. They're currently in 6th place in the standings. But if they can get another win in the final week, they could get all the way up to 4th. But they'll probably need some help. It wasn't always pretty, but the Brisbane Lions celebrated their coach's record-breaking match in style, inching closer to a top 4 spot with 42 points.
Did they win?
42-point win over the Gold Coast Suns. The Lions won 95 to 53, which means a win over Collingwood this upcoming weekend will lock a double chance for the back-to-back premiers in September, which means that they would get a double bye, so they could try and win the championship again. So good things for the Lions as they go into the last week of the season. Fremantle beat the Adelaide Crows.
Oh, Mama.
Yeah, and they locked away the minor premiership, which means that they won the regular season.
I don't want the Crows to play the Dockers ever again.
Well, they might. The Crows are currently in 7th place, while Fremantle is in 1st. It'll all kind of play out in the wild card round to see who plays who.
Okay.
The Dockers went 12-0 at home this season, and they won with a trademark late burst to win by 24 points on Friday night. The Crows fought hard in a high-stakes class. It was tied early in the final quarter, but they couldn't contain the Dockers. They ended up losing 112-88. And somehow...
the Bulldogs won.
No. Charlton, the Blues, have done the seemingly impossible. Under the guidance of their interim coach, Josh Frazier, the Blues have confirmed a wild card position with a round to play.
Look, it's tied right now.
Yep. Following a dramatic draw. This game ended in a tie, 92-92, between the Western Bulldogs and the 82-82 against the Blues and the Bulldogs on Sunday afternoon. The season is now over for the Saints and Giants, and it solidifies the top 10 teams in the league. Playoff positions are still up for grabs. That's right. So the top 10 teams going into the final week of the regular season are set. They're just not set in their positions yet. It's inevitable that Fremantle will be number 1. But, and it's inevitable that Sydney, the Sydney Swans, will be number 2. The Brisbane Lions are 3rd. The Hawthorn Hawks are 4th. And the Melbourne Demons are 5th. All of those teams are on 60 points right now.
Good.
Geelong Cats and the Adelaide Crows are 6th and 7th, and they're currently on 56 points. And remember, you get 4 points for a win. So they could move up into 4th and 5th, but they would need some help to do so.
I need the Lions to help Cats.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And Crows.
Yeah.
And help you and Mom.
For sure.
I need to get my team.
The other 10, the remaining 3 teams are the Collingwood Magpies in 8th on 52 points.
Magpies.
The Western Bulldogs in 9th at 50 points, and the Carlton Blues in 10th on 46 points. So again, the Saints, the Giants, the Kangaroos, the Suns, the Power, the Eagles, the Tigers, and the Essendon Bombers all fail to make the playoffs. So we've got a couple picks in this final week of the season. Lions, who are in 3rd, take on number 8 Collingwood in the final regular season of the match on Friday, August 20th at 5:40 a.m. The Lions won the previous fixture at home 119-65 back in April and hope to continue their winning ways. Cillian, who do you got in this matchup?
Lions.
I'm going with the Lions, too.
Yeah. Who beat the Magpies?
Well, the Lions beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah.
If the Magpies win this game, they'll guarantee the 8th spot and a home wild card against either the Western Bulldogs or Carlton. So the Magpies are hoping to get a win, but we're rooting for the Lions.
Yeah.
All right. The Cats, number 6, take on the 17th Richmond Tigers for the first time this season in the final round of the regular season. If the Cats win, they could all but guarantee a top 6 finish and a week off. Who do you like in this matchup, Cillian? Cats, me too. Let's go Cats. Gotta beat Richmond. They only have 12 points this season. That means they only won 3 times. They had 3 wins and 19 losses. You gotta beat the Cats. You gotta beat the Tigers. All right. Those are the 2 picks that I have for the Australian Footy League. There's other matches going on in this final round. Let's see. Fremantle plays Carlton, so that's a big game for Granddad.
Look!
Friday, 8/21 at 11.
The Ford logo.
Yep, 11:15 p.m. Yeah, I think Ford is one of Geelong's sponsors. The Western Bulldogs face the Melbourne Demons, so that's another top 10 matchup. The Crows face the Giants. And those are probably some of the biggest matchups of the weekend. All right, Premier League Lacrosse. You picked the Water Dogs over the Atlas. They won. Water Dogs beat the Atlas 11-9, led by 4 goals from Sowers. The win secured the top spot in the playoffs for the Water Dogs. You picked the Maryland Charm to beat the Palms, and they did, winning 16-13, crowning them the champions of the Women's Lacrosse League. So the Maryland Charm with the win, 16-13 over the Palms. And I'll mention this, Cillian. I am 0-7 in 2 weeks of picking lacrosse.
Yeah.
It's really bad. You are 6-1.
Yes.
You're crushing it. The Water Dogs
I'm the best.
crushed the Whip Snakes 18-10, finishing their season 9-3.
Did I choose the Whip Snakes?
No, you chose the Water Dogs. Yeah, while the Whip Snakes fall to 5-7, the Water Dogs finished their season 9-3. Sowers had another 4-goal game in this one, moving him 10 points clear in the league as the leading point getter with 51 points this regular season.
Woods and Horns.
Yep, he is also the second highest goal scorer with 29 goals, 5 goals behind his teammate Christ with 34. And then the Redwoods beat the Outlaws. I think you would pick the Outlaws in this one. But the Redwoods beat the Outlaws.
I think that's my first loss.
It was your only loss, yeah. 18-10, putting them both 6-6 on the season. So we move into the playoffs.
Let's see.
So the playoffs, Cillian, start with the quarterfinals with the Denver Outlaws facing the California Redwoods. This is a single elimination playoff. The Chaos and the Atlas have been eliminated because they were both 4th in their conference. We start at the quarterfinal games on August 29th, so we got 2 Fridays from now. We're starting with the Denver Outlaws against the California Redwoods at 6 p.m. in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is a rematch of just this last weekend where the Redwoods beat the Outlaws 18-10. Who do you think is going to win this matchup, Cillian?
Outlaws.
Outlaws? You're going with the Outlaws again?
Yep.
I'm going to go for the Redwoods.
I call them the Red Bears.
The Red Bears, okay. Yeah, because they got a bear logo. And then later that evening at 8:30 p.m.,
The Whips.
the Maryland Whip Snakes face the Boston Cannons. Who do you like in that matchup? Whoa. Who do you like in that one?
Whip Snakes.
Whip Snakes.
This is their dance move when they score a goal.
Ooh, intimidating. I'm going to be rooting for the Cannons.
The Cannonballs?
Yeah. So the winner of the Outlaws and the Redwoods will face the Utah Archers, who are the number 1 seed in the West.
This is the dance they do when they score a goal.
Yeah. The semifinals will be held September 7th at 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So the winner of Denver and Colorado will face Utah, and the winner of Maryland and Boston will face the Philadelphia Water Dogs.
Okay.
With the winner of each of those games facing off in the championship game on September 20th at 12:30 p.m. in New Jersey. So, Cillian, you've got the Whip Snakes making it to face
the New Jersey Bulldogs.
The New Jersey Bulldogs? Who are they?
They're a high school team, but
Oh, okay.
a kids' high school team.
Oh, fair enough. Very cool. So, Cillian, if the Whip Snakes make it to face against the Water Dogs, who do you got in that matchup?
Water Dogs.
The Water Dogs.
That's their dance.
Oh, okay. And then you
Water
have the
Dogs.
Outlaws facing the Archers in the West. Who will win that matchup? The Archers or the Outlaws? Archers. Okay, so you've got the number 1 seeds facing off against each other in the final.
Because I play bow and arrow.
Who do you think is going to be the champion? You got the Archers or the Water Dogs? Water Dogs.
Just to be the champion.
Okay, I'm going to be rooting. I'm going to be rooting for the Archers to be the champion.
What about we do second? What about the Arches do second, Water Dogs do first?
Okay, fair enough. I'll still be rooting for him to get first, just in case.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, next up, baseball. Cillian, I think it is inevitable that every time we talk about the Tigers, they lose. So I think we're going to stop talking about the Tigers for a little bit because they were doing so good when we weren't talking about them. The Tigers dropped all 3 games against the White Sox, losing 9-5, 4-3, and 7-5. This dropped them 5 games behind the Sox, and now 1.5 games outside of the wild card spot, having dropped 2 out of 3 games against the Pittsburgh Pirates as well. They're doing terrible. I don't know what the heck happened to them. We started talking about them, and now they're playing crappy again. They lost today even to the Pirates 4-3.
Oh, gosh.
I know. They have Thursday off, it looks like. And then it looks like they're back in action on Friday against the Royals for a 3-game series. So that'll be...
We need the Royals. We need the Tigers to win that.
We need the Tigers to be the Royals for sure. Another team that dropped 2 out of 3 games is another team that... Well, we chose the A's, so we were pretty excited about this because that was going to help the Tigers out. The Rangers dropped 2 out of 3 games against the A's, losing 8-3, winning 5-3, and losing 5-2. This puts them 1 game behind the Astros and back into the final wildcard spot because the other teams also lost. The Astros dropped 2 out of 3 to the Mariners, 10-7. They won, and then they lost 10-5 and 3-2. This still keeps them 1 game atop the division over the Rangers. That's closing the gap. That's the umpire.
Why is he holding that guy's back?
Sometimes they use the catcher to keep their balance. They kind of like lean on him because what he's doing is he's watching the ball come across the plate, and his goal is to make sure that he's calling the balls and strikes accurately. So he gets up there nice and close. All right. Your Baltimore Orioles, you asked about them last week, and I had mentioned that they weren't doing so hot. And really they aren't, but they're still in contention for the AL wildcard spot, having gone on a 3-game win streak over their divisional rivals, the Tampa Bay Rays. They're hosting their other divisional rivals right now as we record. Let's see. Unfortunately, they lost the first game to the Yankees 3-1. They're losing as we record right now to the Yankees 5-3, and then they'll have the Yankees again on Thursday at 6:35 p.m. Then they have another 3-game series starting on Friday against their rivals in the division, the Tampa Bay Rays. So right now they are currently, let's see, 1 game outside of the wild card spots. So, Cillian, who do you like in this matchup?
Orioles.
The Orioles or the Yankees?
Orioles. Oh, he said Orioles.
Orioles. I like them too. Hopefully they can get the win on Thursday.
Yep.
Who do you like between the Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays?
Orioles.
Orioles too. Okay, fair enough. All right, and then the NL, because I didn't want to leave the National League out of it. The Cubs, Phillies, and Padres all have a wild card spot, and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I've never heard of that team.
Yeah, and this is their stadium. It's a pretty cool stadium, isn't it?
The field is small.
It kind of looks small based on how the picture is, but it's regular sized. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 2 games back in the wild card behind the Padres. They host the Cincinnati Reds for a 3-game series this weekend. Who do you like in this matchup, Cillian?
Cubs.
The Reds?
The Reds.
The Cincinnati Reds? Okay. I like them too. I'll root for them as well. All right.
This is what Jason says.
Who?
Jason from the Kids Breaking Championship.
Oh, okay.
Puts chocolate on and everything.
Oh, he yells chocolate. All right, so in football, Cillian, I thought
Jaguars.
we would review the AFC South and the NFC South. And then next weekend, we'll have the AFC West and the NFC West, which means you'll get to talk about the Chiefs. Last year,
What's this team?
the Jacksonville Jaguars won the division in the AFC South,
Hello.
finishing their record at 13-4. All right, so we've got the AFC South, Cillian. Last year, the Jacksonville Jaguars won the division with a record of 13-4. The Houston Texans earned a wild card spot with a record of 12-5. The Indianapolis Colts finished the season in third with an 8-9 record, and at one point they were 8-2, and then they lost 7 games in a row. And then the Tennessee Titans finished up the season last year 3-14. So there's going to be an early season matchup between these two divisional rivals of the Jaguars and the Texans, who are kind of the two top teams in this division.
I might watch that.
They're going to play in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At soccer field?
In England, yeah. I think at Tottenham Stadium.
Whoa.
Yeah. But the Jaguars remain the primary threat to the Texans. Those two teams will probably go back and forth in regards to seeing who wins the division. The Titans, they're still going to be doing a major overhaul.
Are they going to be doing, like, England announcers?
They might. I don't know. And then the Colts, who knows? Who knows what could happen with the Colts? Hopefully they can come back and have a good start to the season like they did last year.
I might watch the Jaguars versus the Texans.
Okay. Cillian, who do you think is going to win the division in the AFC South?
I pick Colts.
Ooh, we're going with the Colts.
Because I went on that pony ride and it's a horseshoe.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you just recently went to the Armada Fair, right? And went on a pony ride? Armada.
Armada
I said
Fair.
Armada. Armada Fair, right? Yeah. Yeah, did you have fun
I
there?
got a pony ride.
All right, going with the Colts then.
Yeah, I got the pony that was actually black and white like a milk cow.
Oh, very cool.
Emil's pony was brown and had like a hair tail, like almost like a tail that looks like hair.
Well, yeah, all their tails are made of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw a sheep being all its wool was coming off.
Oh, did they trim a sheep?
We saw one.
Was that
trim
cool?
A sheep.
Ah, very cool. I'm going to be rooting I think the Jaguars are going to win the division this year.
Okay.
All right, next up, we've got the NFC South. So, Cillian, who do we got in the NFC South? Can you name these teams for us?
Yep. Jaguars.
Nope.
Panthers.
Yep.
Buccaneers.
Right.
Falcons.
Yep.
Saints.
Yes, very good. So last year, or this year, it's going to be a wide open dogfight between these three teams. Last year, the division finished in a down-to-the-wire 3-way tie for third place at 8-9. So the Panthers...
What's a falcon?
It's a bird. It's like a bird of prey.
Is a falcon?
Yep. Mm-hmm. The Falcons, the Buccaneers, and the Panthers all finished 8-9, and the Panthers were the only team to make it into the playoffs with tiebreakers. This year, the Panthers hope to continue their worst-to-first divisional run last year, but replicating it will be tough.
Are we going to talk about the Chiefs?
Next week.
Next week?
Yep,
Okay.
Next week. We'll talk about the NFC and the AFC West.
You could have put it on this one.
I could have, but I'm going to save it for next week, the last week that we'll review the divisions. Okay?
Okay, let's do this.
So, Baker Mayfield is healthy and highly motivated in a pivotal contract year for the Buccaneers. And their biggest concern is their defense. The Falcons are completely starting fresh, undergoing major organizational changes. And the Saints have a lot of optimism, particularly behind their young quarterback and pairing him with Alvin Kamara and Travis Etienne alongside Chris Olave. They look like they're going to be a very high-powered offense. So, Cillian, who do you think is going to win the division out of the NFC South? The Falcons? Okay, all right. The Falcons. I'm going to be going for the Bucks. The Buccaneers, I think, are going to win the division this year.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what else you got.
All right, so I've got some Premier League soccer. Yep. Premier League soccer is going to start its first week, match week 1, this upcoming weekend, Friday, August 21st at 3 p.m. Arsenal, the defending Premier League champions, face new boys, newly promoted Coventry City. Their nickname's the Sky Blues, Cillian. They're newly promoted. They won the English Championship, so
I like
the division.
The red stands.
Yeah, the division that they were in last year, they won with 95 points last year, 11 points better than second place. Arsenal are coming off a big win over Man City, 3-0 in the Community Shield, where they scored in the first 25 seconds. We watched a little bit of that, didn't we?
Yeah, we watched the 25 seconds and Arsenal scored.
Yeah. One thing that I think we're going to try this year, Cillian, is we're going to do a little bit of fantasy English Premier League, where we pick our starting 11, or actually I think it's more than starting 11. I think it's you pick like your starting players, and you try and accumulate the most points and try and be the best in the world.
Me?
All of you and me, and we'll even ask our listeners. I'll put a link in the show note to join our fantasy league. You make your picks. They even have this cool feature in the English Premier League Fantasy League website where it will auto draft for you. So if you have no idea who the players are or who's good or what, they'll pick your lineup for you to make it even easier. And we can have a competition all season long to see who's got the best fantasy league team. Sound good?
I may not be in that.
Not going to be in it? Okay, fair enough. I'll do it by myself then. Or maybe you can help me. What if you're on my team?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'll root for West Ham. And maybe we do one for football. Like NFL, where you and me can be on the Chiefs team.
Sounds good.
Maybe Papa and Emma can be on the Lions team.
Okay.
They like the Lions.
They like the Lions. Okay.
Like
that sounds
Chiefs
good.
Better.
Cool. All right, so Cillian, who do you like in this first matchup between Arsenal, the Gunners, and Coventry City Sky Blues? Arsenal. I'm going to go with Arsenal as well. They, I think, will be the much better team than Coventry.
Yeah.
All right, next up, another new boys, Hull City. They face the Man United.
That logo is kind of fuzzy.
It's kind of fuzzy, I know it is. It's pretty old school. So the Hull City Tigers, they're a newly promoted team. They finished, they won the promotion playoffs from 6th place last year in the English Championship. The Red Devils of Man United is who they face. They finished 3rd last year, having an outstanding finish to their season after they brought in caretaker boss Michael Carrick, former player. Carrick was re-signed as they look to remain in the top of the division. The Tigers are ending a near-decade-long absence from the Premier League, having earned promotion, again, like I said, from the 6th place spot in the playoffs. So, Cillian, who do you like in this matchup? Hull City or Manchester United Red Devils? Man United. All right.
Red Devils.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Man U as well. I think that's going to be a tough matchup for Hull. Last but not least, the other new boys, Ipswich Town.
That stadium looks weird.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a smaller town or a smaller stadium, but Ipswich host the Sunderland Black Cats.
It's kind of tall and skinny like Luigi.
Like a Luigi. They play on Saturday, August 22nd at 10 a.m. at the Portman Road Stadium in Ipswich. Sunderland finished 7th last year in their promotion season and secured a place in the Europa League. Ipswich Town, their nickname's the Tractor Boys, are right back in the Premier League, having survived one season in the Championship and gaining automatic promotion with a 2nd place finish. So, Cillian, do you like the Tractor Boys or the Black Cats in this matchup?
I think because I saw horses.
Ipswich Town.
Yep.
You know, Cillian, you and I are simpatico in our picks for the English Premier League because I'm going to root for the Tractor Boys as well. Come on, Tractor Boys. All right. Last but not least, let's talk a little bit of West Ham. I know we made a bunch of picks in the championship.
It's Jared Bowen.
That is Jared Bowen.
Why are they wearing blue?
Well, they were the away team, and they wore their third kit, actually, which looks like it's a light blue, but it's kind of shaped like they have bubbles on their jersey. Isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah.
So in the opening weekend thriller, Burnley and West Ham, both teams recently relegated to the championship, fought to a dramatic 2-2 draw at Turf Moor on Sunday, August 16th. The highly anticipated clash saw Burnley pull off a stunning late comeback to steal a point in manager Nicky Haynes' first competitive match in charge. For West Ham, Kilman scored a nice header in the 10th minute on a beautiful corner cross from Jared Bowen. I think you got to see that live before we went golfing, didn't you? Didn't you watch that goal before we went golfing on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was in the kitchen making my water. I turned around, faced the TV.
Goal!
I saw the replay of the goal.
Tottenham loanee Manor Solomon celebrated his Hammers debut by rifling a high shot into the net after pouncing on a cutback cross from Mohamedou Kante. But again, Burnley came back and scored late in the second half, even their final goal being in the stoppage time of the game. So this was a 2-2 draw. This weekend, West Ham faced Charlton Athletic. Their nickname's the Addicts, which is, I think, supposed to be the Haddocks, which is a fish.
Why is it holding a sword?
I'm not sure. That's just their crest. That's their logo. They play at London Stadium, so at West Ham, at 10 a.m. on Saturday, August 22nd, where we hope to get our first win of the season. Charlton won their Week 1 match against Derby County 2-1 in a comeback win with goals in the 61st and 80th minute, which isn't a good sign for West Ham because we tend to give up goals late in the game. But hopefully West Ham can shore up their defense in the last minutes and win this one. So I'm rooting for West Ham. How about you?
Me too.
Come on, you Irons.
Hammer.
All right, that's all I have for us today, Cillian. Do you have anything else to tell the listeners? No?
No.
Where can they email us?
Let's talk sports, cjpg@gmail.com.
That's right. Be sure to like and subscribe to our podcast. Be sure to share us with your friends and family. Wow, you got some range, dude. Share us with your friends and family. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you get the notifications when a new episode drops. Cillian, thanks so much for recording with me. Episode 45, right? You're getting distracted. Yeah, all right. Have a good night. Have a great weekend of sports. Cillian, we're getting so much closer to football season.
Oh my gosh, I need the Chiefs to dominate every team.
That's right.